to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack. I am saddened that we don't have Casey Cupcakes here, nor anyone else yet in the studio.
Ah, well, you
I don't
know
where they're at.
It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday, January 19th, 2016, here in Shroud the Avatar. And, of course, oh, wow.
Of course, someone didn't key their mic.
Yeah, no, it's,
I thought you were going to switch it to the open mic.
not just yet.
Not just yet.
It sounds like the intro blew out the radio there.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Actually, it sounds like it's blowing out on the radio. Let's just give it a listen real quick.
Well, we've got lots of dead air.
And, of course,
Yep.
not too bad. Oh, wow.
Well, I hear static on the radio. Ooh. Yeah, that is blown out on the radio. What the hell happened there? I don't remember sounding like I'm completely blown out. So, I have some news. I received a text message earlier this morning that we have a new Britannian. And let me go back to this text message real quick.
There we go. I got another slider.
This is an announcement for everyone out there that Vivian and Temujin of Clan of the Wolf had a bouncing baby girl last night, and so the Clan of the Wolf has a new member. Yes, I do not know the baby's name.
Hey, congratulations to them.
So thank you, Justin, for that announcement. And,
now, Kendrick Darrow is in our chat over here on NBNN. And Kendrick, how is the sound now? We tried to balance it a little. Could you give me a hint there? How's it sounding? Is it better?
Where's Kendrick at?
He's in the NBNN channel on Twitch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And, of course, he can always come over and say hello if he likes. He says it sounds okay. Both of our voices sounding okay, nice and clear, both in equal volume finally.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Hey, you're the one that has to play around with knobs and switches and everything else. Yeah. I just sit there.
All you got to do is show up and look pretty. I know.
That's right. That's
anyway.
Good for is like showing up looking pretty. Well, it's not very pretty looking.
That's right. All right.
So the
cool.
baby's
Thank
name
you,
is Moira.
Okay.
And hold on, I have to jack your volume up on my stream. So. Oh wait, she's listening on the radio. On the radio, you're being reported as quiet.
Yeah, that's usually what I come across. I guess Kendrick is actually listening on stream where it comes across normal.
Yeah, and I have Justin listening on air right now.
And welcome again, Justin. Welcome to all our listeners, all our followers. So, Tuesday, we're still awaiting Star's announcement. We have seen or heard nothing as of yet.
Yes, I have not heard anything yet either. Although I did see a tweet earlier this morning that Casey did go to Portalarium offices yesterday and dropped off cupcakes. He didn't bring me any, though.
Well, that's the story of your life, eh? He never brings you cupcakes.
I know. never brings me cupcakes. He tells me that I'm having his baby, or he's having my baby, and yet he doesn't even bring me cupcakes. What kind of person is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, so the Portalarium crew are undergoing a weight loss challenge, and so if you follow them on Twitter, you will see that some of them have tweeted out pictures of like candy bowls that are in their break room, along with other things. And so I think someone is trying to sabotage the old
sabotage those
challenge.
Folks.
Which I think is hilarious. But we do have some great news that the stand-up corner has already been posted for today. So for those of you that can't read it and don't know how to get to it, remember you can always go to shroudoftheavatar.com and go to the forums, and in there it's the very top post. It is in the Shroud of the Avatar announcement and dev post and the Shroud of the Avatar developer blog, and it's called. And we are now on page 33. You ready for this?
I've got it up on screen. We got a little background music for you.
Okay, so Andy is working on Etzer and Epic Walls. Bob is working on Stonekeep Bugs and Cobalt Guard Towers. Jeff is working on the Damon head painting and Damon body pictures. Kevin's working on the Damon weapon and Grand Tour.
I can't keep up highlighting these.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to go slow. Leo is working on ambient sound effects and creature sound effects. Matt is working on dragon skinning, animation bugs, and two-handed swords. Scotty is working on the artifice entrance. Our design team with Brandon's working on fireworks boxes setup and inventory bundles and replenishing decorations and crafting. Dan is working on North Vargasella spawning and Novia setup and player towns. Ben working on prefab support and bugs and projectiles. Gina's working on projectiles. I wonder if we're going to end up having like the Scorpion come into the game for like siege warfare and stuff like that. Gina's working on airy NPCs and community review.
I'm wondering if it's
Keith Quinn is working on player towns and airy and resolute setup. Richard Mady is working on Diceberg. Scott is working on the Grand Tour and airy. Steve Zaldivar is working on Palladis Shardfall. Our tech group is working on stuff. Eric is working on NPC turns and animation support. Justin is working on bugs. Ken File is working on taxes testing and pick one of many setup. Same as yesterday.
Taxes.
I know taxes are coming. Oh, only three things are guaranteed in two things are guaranteed in life: death and taxes.
And death is not guaranteed in Shroud of the Avatar.
Well, you are immortal. You will get resurrected at some point in time. Tassilo is working on expiration accounting and winter gifts and security patches. James in our QA department is working on the sanity report and regression and points of interest. Michael's working on pledge reward testing.
Notice
Reese
there's no QA in there. Or no customer service in that one for Michael.
Yes. That is good. Reese is working on sanity tests and forums and localization. And then our production management other team is working on more stuff. Chris is working on combat updates and leads meeting. Dallas is working on general business and leads meeting and dev plus communications. Michael's working on grassy biome template and leads meeting. Rick is working on NPCs and Grand Tour setup and world building and reward data. Star's lead meeting, R26 triage, and R26 post. Notice Star does not have the post for what's coming up on there. So that's kind of interesting.
Well, if we can go back to yesterday's real quick.
Well, that's on the bottom of page 32, where he had the final wipe post and lockdown direction and leads meeting. So I'm still looking for that final white post. I have not seen it in Dev Plus. I have not seen it anywhere yet.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything yet, but we know he's working on it since they posted it.
Yeah, they're working on it, so hopefully it will come out soon. It probably has to go through all of the different iterations. Everybody's got to do the approval. I noticed that Richard Garriott was not on the yesterday or the day before as far as his post, so he must be doing something.
Well, he might be traveling as well.
Yeah, might be traveling. Might be doing some campaigning, things like that. Remember, guys, if you ever want to join us in TeamSpeak, you can do so. You just have to go to nbnn.info and click on the Join Us in TeamSpeak button. It's right in the middle of the page underneath our two streams.
Then, that is correct.
Also, if you want to chat with us, remember you can do that in Twitch or on YouTube.
Or you can comment.
More
chat,
things we have.
Chat in TeamSpeak.
Yeah. Yes.
You can come see us in game, chat in game, talk about the game, tell us what you're up to. But meanwhile,
or you could be like Justin and text me.
Yes, you could be listening on Radio Free Britannia while you're at work and slaying away from the boss and sending text messages to us here in the studios. That always works as well.
Yes. So, yeah, lots of things that we can do. You can always call Laz on his Google Voice number, which is 872-LAZ-NBNN.
That's right. That's 872-529-6266. And give us a shout-out. Say hello. And, of course, maybe you'll wind up on the air. Of course you'll wind up on the air if you call us live. If you're catching us in replays, though, don't call on a replay because we're not answering.
Especially when it's that midnight repeat.
No, the 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Actually, I would be up for the 3 a.m. repeat most days. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What kind of information do we have out there that we want to talk about?
Well,
I noticed something on the add-on store earlier that I don't think most people actually pay attention to.
And what is that?
Well, I have to get an account that's not... I need to bring up the add-on store as it is.
Now, I have the add-on store here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still curious about these firework bundles. Have you heard about these yet? That's one of my questions, and we'll hash this out. Maybe you know.
Okay, so if you notice that the seasonal winter fireworks, there's the green rockets, the replenishing fireworks. So there's 50 rockets. They're working on improving those animations, things like that. It's also part of the 2016 winter fireworks bundle. Now scroll down a little bit more and look at the winter holidays fireworks.
Okay.
And tell me if you notice anything different.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
What's the difference?
One's green and one's blue.
Okay, one's green, one's blue. So, if you are interested in actually acquiring rares and making sure that you maximize your investment in the game, especially if you plan on selling the stuff later, which colors really should you invest in?
Well, I don't know.
The green and the blue.
Is the green and the blue? Maybe. But if you look at the descriptors for each of these, and this is what I'm curious about, I'm going to start with the red on the bottom, okay? With the winter holidays one. And celebrate the new year with a bang with this magical box of 50 red fireworks that regenerates periodically, okay? 50 red rocket fireworks, okay? So that's 50 fireworks. And then same thing happens on the yellow and the blue ones in that one, okay?
Yeah.
So now, if you come up to the seasonal winter bundle, or actually, I believe the green, let me just verify this. Yeah, if you go to the red in the seasonal winter now, you'll notice it comes with 50 packs of 60 count ground missiles.
Ooh, so that one seems like it's a little bit different.
The same thing with the yellow one. 50 packs of 60 count ground missiles. But here's what throws me.
And look at the description. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking at the red one, of the red ground missile, if you also notice that they're replenishing red ground missile fireworks box on that larger, and they have a completely different graphic than the replenishing red rocket. Oh wait, we don't even have a screenshot of that one.
Right, but again,
so I think they changed the animation and for the red ground missiles and the red green rockets.
But now go to the green one.
That one looks more like the other colored ones.
But look at the descriptor.
Yeah, that one's described as the green rocket.
But just 50 green rocket fireworks.
So
it's not a 50 pack of 60 count. It's just 50 green rockets. So I'm thinking
they're describing it as packs because if you look at the ground rocket ones, they have multiple explosions.
I'm thinking that the green box actually fits more with the seasonal winter holidays one is what I'm thinking. Because the descriptor is exactly the same.
It's the same as it's the same type of rocket as the seasonal ones. Whereas the red and green missiles are a little bit different. So
you know what? We should.
Thanks for pointing.
We should test this out. You know, that's what we should really do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't buy things with that account.
Yeah, but and right now it's a Mox Nix. Doesn't matter. And I think I'm going to try and do that right now because after the wipe, it all gets reset to the appropriate accounts again anyway.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not.
You're not going there.
Turning around. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not doing the. Let's send a lot of stuff elsewhere. So.
No, I know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I found that pretty interesting. Actually, I'll do this later on today. I'll switch it up for tomorrow so we can look at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I found that very interesting, though. The fact that the green box had a different descriptor than the other two, and I just don't get it. I mean, if you're going to put the package together like that as a bundle, I would assume that the green one would be a 50 pack of 60 count, like the other two, and not like the other bundle.
Yeah. Well, it's one where they really are playing around with the nuance there, and unless people are actually really paying attention to what's in the add-on store, they may completely miss those different rockets.
I don't know about you, but types. I pay attention to every little thing that comes in and out of that store because it's all about the detail.
Well, I generally do.
I mean, to me, it's all about the detail, the different hats. The difference between the Quest hats and the
brown
store-bought
hats.
dyeable hats. And the different craftables. I mean, so you got to pay attention to those details. That's going to come in very important in trade and sale and just bragging rights, etc., etc., etc. when we go live.
Yeah. And I'm so waiting for that announcement. Where is this announcement?
It's like we're just sitting here waiting for that one post. It's like, all right, folks, we're not going to do anything except sit here and wait for that post. And so till that post, we're just going to sit here and relax.
Until then, we can always look at what's going on in the Daily Britannian.
Well,
or we can sit there and talk about the Grasslands template, or that we didn't really talk about.
We didn't talk about the Grasslands. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Daily Britannia today. I haven't.
You haven't looked at it?
I gave it a quick once over.
Okay.
Again, another
You
glitch
still
is.
didn't include that post. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll put it in there.
Yeah.
Yep, you have a link to it.
So BDF actually had a good post on pot traffic that's actually included in the Daily Britannian. In there, he's trying to find ways to get more traffic into your player-owned towns. And so, which is something that, if you are a player-owned town owner, will be something that you are looking at a little bit later, to how to get people into your town as well as to get them to stay longer. I haven't heard anything lately about the shrines that they talked about a long time ago, and the pots or player-owned towns actually having buffs for going into the towns. I haven't heard anything about that lately.
Baron Dracosis post
Yeah,
you're talking
BDF.
about? BDF.
Yes.
Now send me that other link, will you? The one that you wanted me to put in there.
Well, I clicked on. Are you talking about the one from yesterday?
Yeah.
The Ultima Codex one that's still in the chat dialogue.
Okay, if it's still in chat dialogue, maybe for you.
Here, I relinked it just for you. So, I mean, the good thing is that BDF is actually thinking about player-owned towns and increasing traffic, so that's always a good thing. I see that you still got the Stratix.com for sale. I don't know whether or not it's been sold or not.
It was sold back to the community. I guess that's somebody's chiming in on the continuing post of it is what it is.
Okay, so who bought it?
Oh, the community bought it. The Stratix community members, the moderators and all those guys started a Kickstarter or whatever it was, one of those fundraisers.
Oh, okay.
And
sweet.
and the community donated to buy it from the owners so that the community now owns Stratix. How is that for dedication from the community than the Ultima community? I mean,
yeah.
And yeah, this is just a continuing, post here. But let's just take a quick look at it. So yeah, somebody added another post, which was, so let's hope Stratix will bring people on soda. For those of you who do not know, Stratix does have a soda section.
Yes.
It has been out there for a little while, but I don't see it catching on. They do have a place, and it's going to be up to the players to make it a home for themselves, as it may be.
That's good.
Now, I've been over there, and there are several posts, and there are, the various folks from the community that you expect to see over there. But for the general population, only time will tell once we go to release whether Shroud will make an impact on Stratix at all. But we wish that we do, and we'll be out there as well. I know I'm out there.
Yep.
Gotta follow the news everywhere. So if you refresh your newspaper now and go to Arts and Entertainment, I think that should be in there.
Arts and Entertainment.
There's your article for you from Ultima Codex.
In Arts and Entertainment. So guys, if you're really interested in Ultima Codex thoughts on the Winter Telethon recap, they include links to both the videos as well as some of the thoughts by the editors over at Ultima Codex. This was actually done by Golem Dragon, and it's a really well thought out post. And in the post, it's like he talks about skill decay being good, skill advancement, problems that he has with it. The fact that he actually wants to argue semantics about weapons with Brandon, and because Brandon's interpretation seems to be a little bit flawed, where if you watch the Winter Telethon and Brandon was talking about realistically, the difference between a longsword and or a two-handed sword and a dagger is essentially crit rate. That's one where it's like it doesn't take into account things like swing speed, where a dagger is going to be much faster than a two-handed sword, and range, which is a big one. Two-handed sword should have a much greater range than a dagger, but that actually creates a lot of programming on their end, which is, I mean, I agree 100% with Golem Dragon. Then there's things about story. There's a little bit of everything. That's a really great post, really well written. So I suggest that everybody goes to the Daily Britannian and clicks on the Arts and Entertainment and go ahead and reads that article just for grins. And give that a read.
Yeah, I was a little lazy on that, but if anybody's got any articles or stuff like that they would like to appear in there. And another thing is, of course, we search for the hashtag LBSOTA for the newspaper. So if you want stuff included in there on your regular posts, make sure to use that as well. We use that in retweets. So if you want to get yourself noticed out there, make sure to include that hashtag, and we'll be able to pick up your tweets, your news articles, stuff like that through the newspaper here on NBNN, in our feeds, all that other good stuff as well. Yeah, we're getting geeky with it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The new website's coming along mighty fine, and I think...
yes, I'm interested for that new website, so that way people can see us dancing. I think that'll actually be pretty funny.
Yes. And again, I'm not... I don't know when, but it's undergoing some nice changes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be different. That's all I'm going to say. We're having fun with it right now, and we'll let you know when we're releasing and switching over, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just switch it over and surprise everybody.
Maybe surprises are good, as long as it doesn't take down the entire website.
No, well, that's why you always have backups.
Yeah, so let's see. What else do we have that's really interesting going on?
Well, of course, we can get into the Grasslands template. I'm, again, like yourself, I'm looking forward to Friday, unless these guys decide to release a little early this pass, but I doubt it. They're sticklers for their timing, and we love them for their timing because we can plan when we're going to do things. But the new Grasslands template, I'm going to get this up over on the other screen here.
I was looking for the link that of the little video that Chris posted on YouTube of the Grasslands template.
I thought it was right there in that post. Maybe it was a little earlier. No, it's right there in that post. Yeah, it's right there in the post.
I didn't want to read that post. Yeah. Okay, so let me go back to this. So let's go ahead and watch this little video real quick, and then after that, let's go ahead and discuss it. This is by far the cheapest 20-second video I've seen in a while.
Once around. Do a twirl for me.
Do a twirl from the bridge.
Go out on the runway, do a twirl, and come back.
Yeah. The issue really becomes let's look at the actual image of the number of the actual arrangement for the different lots. And if we start looking at that, you can see that it's actually really well thought out. There are a few trees, because it is a grasslands. It's supposed to be relatively tree-free. You can see that square, and there are tons of places that you can play around with it.
Well, in the descriptor right there now, of course, it says that all the blue outline areas represent contiguous flat space, while each of the large rectangles within would represent the city-size lot. So that's a lot of good flat space. And while not all of those, because you can see that some of those little lots are a little smaller, but the basic size lot that you're seeing in all these is a city-size lot. That's a lot of city-size lots,
and
isn't
the
it?
fact that he doubled up many of them to simulate keep plots, just to give an idea of how large each of those flat areas is.
Yes. Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, in that middle area, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 6? You can put 10 keeps in that middle area? Feasibly?
Well, I think of it as 1, 2, 3 castles.
Oh, 3 castles, okay. But you don't own any castles, and neither do I.
I don't own any castles, no. But still, like, in that middle section, you could end up putting 3 castles. If you look at some of the overhead pictures, especially the one with the purple picture, you can really see how large the areas really are.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting in there and looking at it and running through it. And
don't forget, I will actually have access to a Grasslands Metro, and anybody that wants to help me decorate it or lay out plots or do whatever, just contact me in game, and
someone wants to help you do dirty work.
I can hook you up. So, someone somewhere wants to do my work for me. Yeah.
Yeah, but this just looks amazing, and again, finally a new template. Yeah, this will be nice.
Yeah.
This I can
and
see with
I like
the
fact that
desert.
it's not,
I could see it with snow.
I love the fact that it's not based off of the Pack Slayer template.
Well, hence a template.
Yes.
As it is now, as it sits now, I see 4 templates: the Pack Slayer template, this template, the Island template, and of course the Underground template. So we're making good progress. Now I know that people have been going, well, we were promised templates. Well, here we are. I mean, we're at 4 now.
Now
we have quite a bit of time before release still for them to get a couple more in, and then once those templates are in, the biomes can come later. That's not the big problem. It's just getting the choice of templates for everybody to settle in and get ready for the long haul.
Yeah, I will tell you the one thing that I'm not really happy about it, the template. Even though this is really not in game yet, but my Duke Island keep, I can't place it in this template.
Yeah, well, okay.
The maximum size of the water lots are the one little small lake, like pond-like thing is
up in the northern area right there.
Yeah, up in the northern area, but it is not the proper size to actually fit a keep on it.
Well, we still haven't gotten.
I really want the Duke Island keep.
we still haven't gotten clarification on that Duke Island keep yet. Now, as much.
I think they have to build it just because it is something that was mentioned as a pledge reward, and they have to fulfill that pledge reward. So it will get in there somewhere. As they've said before, there's a huge bug with it, and they haven't gone back and taken care of that.
Yeah.
It's probably a low-hanging fruit bug. It's not something that they're really worried about. The technology's all been built for it. It's just one where it's like, you know what? It's
Bug.
not a priority.
Bug.
Yeah. It's not a priority. It will get fixed eventually.
I know, but it's almost like waiting on this other shoe to drop from Star. So,
yeah. So, that other shoe. It's like that's got me such in a tizzy. I'm so distracted by that anticipation for that one post. Because even though I'm 15 minutes away from their offices, I have no idea what is going on there.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Yeah, I had a sneeze.
And I need to get me one of those Shroud of the Avatar black and white shirts with the red hand. I'm waiting for Rild to sell them. I'm currently wearing the Shroud of the Avatar T-shirt that I got off of Relics by Rild. But
well, I wear my Relics by Rild's gear every single day.
Yeah.
As you know, I love these shirts.
But that new T-shirt only available from Portalarium. Really cool.
Yeah. Now, how is that going to work? I mean, we're going to have to buy it directly off Portalarium's site, or is Relics by Rild going to sell it for Portalarium? I don't know.
Well, Rild has licensed the artwork from Portalarium to produce the shirts. So that is one where I don't know whether or not they're going to extend that to this shirt, or and the shirt we're talking about is the Shroud of the Avatar in black and white with the avatar there with the red hand. So that is one where I don't know whether or not they're going to license it or keep it as a very, very limited collector's item that they only get rid of on the their postmortems and other telethons.
Well, somebody joined my channel. Was that here?
That was Led Zepp. Led Zepp has joined
Led
us.
Zepp sneaking in on us?
I'm looking at
Yes, he is.
my new T-shirt there that I won.
Oh, you dog. You dog.
Hell, I did.
I'll go pick it up for you, and I'll gently wear it.
Gina said she would wear it. I requested that Gina wear it overnight and ship it to me.
have you physically gotten yours already, Led Zepp? Really?
No, but I got an email from
You're talking
Gina.
about Chris Spears shipping.
Yeah, right. I was going to say. And that would have to ship to Alaska first.
Shipping.
That was a special request, though.
How you doing, Zepp?
You don't even want to know.
Yeah, go get some coffee and come back and talk to us.
I got coffee. I'll just listen to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're just talking about the news, as always. What's going on? We're waiting for, of course, some new information. Now, the telethon, there was some stuff we wanted to touch on with the telethon, and again, a lot of stuff there. But for the record, in 2 days, the telethon raised $28,000, which achieved the snow emote and the snowflake cloak that everybody is going to receive, and we didn't make 50,000 like we did the last telethon, unfortunately.
No, I contribute that to the timing of the telethon. They didn't give much timing, and it was on a Monday.
Yes, yes.
After the holidays, where people had to go back to work. So
Yeah, people just spent the whole entire load on Christmas. You know,
yeah, so
got their first credit card bills in the mail, and they weren't spending right then. That's for sure.
yeah, so
I see. Dreadfully Despised joining us in chat.
oh
Ooh, that sexy face there, Jack.
yeah. Although I do need to cut my hair. It's been a few days.
You need to cut
A few
your
days since
hair.
I've done that. Yeah, I need to take out the beard trimmer and trim everything down to stubble.
I guess I should take a look. Let's see.
And we also have someone saying hi to us in game. That is Dead Spider.
Dead Spider, another new recent fan and newcomer. Not too newcomers anymore,
Nah.
but he is a follower. He gets our tweets, and he's liked our tweets this afternoon. Welcome, Dead Spider.
Yes, welcome. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, we do appreciate everybody
When will this
who
post
follows.
come out? That's my question.
You know, it's going to come out at 2:51.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2:01, right after we get off.
I'm almost tempted to go down to their offices and say, "Hey, Star, do you need someone to proofread it for you?"
Yeah, right. Hey, Star, I can go over that for you.
Yeah, Star, I can go over that post on when the game is going to be released, or when we go to alpha. I am more than willing to do that. I swear I won't talk about it on NBNN.
Cough, cough. Cough, cough.
Cough, cough, as my fingers are crossed.
All right. Well, we got, of course, the new Shard Falls coming in, and now I'm looking at the picture of this, and this seems seems like just about any other Shard Fall. A bunch of shards hanging, defying gravity, hanging out in the air.
Well, I mean, that is all the Shard Falls are. Other than the PvP mobs and other things. So
now the Duisburg Ruins is this is another piece of work aside from the Shardfall, yes, or is this part of the Shardfall?
No, it is not part of the Shardfall. Duisburg is a completely different scene.
Looking at one of the first shots there, it has shards hanging in the middle of this what looks like. What do you call it? A Coliseum? What would you call that?
At the same time, if you look at those pictures of the Duisburg ruins, notice it says it's located in northwest Novia, near the mouth of the Tears River. Will be featured in an upcoming release, so maybe not release 26, maybe release 27. I don't know. But if you look at that is not, other than the obsidian shards that are hanging and floating in there. Notice those are also chained down.
Okay, I see now. I see.
So
the angle I'm looking at, I didn't see the chains, and I didn't realize they were black. So they are obsidian shards.
They are chained down, so they were probably relocated from one of these Shard Falls. And
gotcha.
If you look at the pictures of the Shard Falls, those have no chains.
Makes you wonder.
Minor difference, right?
Yeah, we need story. We need a book.
Yeah, need books. Now, I am kind of interested in the new Kobold house. I think it actually looks kind of badass.
Now, the Kobold architecture, again, something else we hadn't touched on. I mentioned it yesterday. And let's delve into this a little bit, because this is going to open up... hey, there's Dead Spider joining us in chat. And you can always just pull up a seat with us here in the studio in-game and just hang out and sit down and listen on the radio as well. For those of you who are out there.
Watch us on Twitch, watch us on YouTube.
We're
watch
everywhere, man. We are all over.
and Dead Spider's joined us on your Twitch channel.
Yes, that's where I was saying hello.
Okay. Whereas Incobot joined mine as well as Dee Dee.
Yeah, Dreadfully Despised, one of the regulars out there. Commenting on that sexy hairdo of yours.
Oh, that's the face. Yeah, so let's go back to Kobold architecture. Kobolds, we have to remember, within the mythology of Shroud of the Avatar, they're the beings that are responsible for creation of almost all the technology. And so part of that is the fact that their buildings are composed of stone and also metal. So I think it actually looks a lot cooler than the Elven architecture. Just because the Elven house on the hill, the backside of it just makes me want to cry just because it looks so bad. But this one looks kind of cool. It has that foundry appeal. I like the bars on the windows for some odd reason.
It would give you, the smith out there would probably like that for a smithing shop, you know what I'm saying? The way the lights come off in the windows. And of course, the bottom being all stone and the top being wooden. We give you the shop on the bottom, the living quarters above type thing. And I like the little lookout tower up there.
The interior.
I'm wondering if that's physically a place you can go to.
I haven't seen the interior. No one's seen the interior.
Yeah, we're waiting for release because it won't even. I don't even think it'll be out on Friday in the QA.
It's probably like
QA.
Sorry.
No,
It's probably like what?
I was just gonna say it's probably 2 or 3 stairwells inside of it.
To take up all the space like a row house.
Yep.
The funny thing is they actually based those row houses off of real row houses where there are way too many stairs in real row houses as well.
well,
So-
I grew up in
That's
a row
Skid Row,
house,
I think you're talking about.
and I tell you what,
Yeah, well, skid row houses.
they blew it with the staircases because in your standard row house, all the staircases are on the same side, one side or the other, and they wrap around. They don't go across the damn room and go up to another staircase. You waste space doing that.
It's not just
Well,
row houses.
you
though,
know
it's
what?
all
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, all of the staircases.
You don't switch.
All of them other
Yeah.
than...
In
The
between
only one
floors.
where the staircases kind of make sense is the Lord of the Manor house.
Yeah.
And that's because if you have a Lord of the Manor house, you don't really care about space and staircase usage, and it's all meant to impress anyways. And so you can get away
all
with
about the
massive
swag.
staircases. Yeah, it's all about the swag. Yeah.
Still,
But,
we need a master architect there to show them how to design a house so we can get rid of that staircase off to the side, outside, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. All the houses need revamps for staircases and redesigns for that.
We're not going to see that this late in the game, though.
Yeah, we're not going to see that though.
Now, of course, this is food for thought for new houses, guys. If you're listening out there,
There you go.
keep an eye on where you put the staircases.
And destructive
We want
approaches,
to
that's all.
use every square inch of space without wasting it.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
If we go back to the Friday's update and we look at the Sojourner Tales printing press, I did not back the Kickstarter for Sojourner Tales, so I do not get this extra special printing press. But
Yeah, no.
talking about Tracy and Laura Hickman, don't forget, if you're paying attention to the NBNN Daily, that inside of that, the Daily Britannian, there are updates about the original.
Now, Dead Spider's got a question, and it's absolutely a great question. And yes,
I
Dead
didn't see
Spider.
it. Yeah.
He asks, is there any place in-game to view all the house types in-game? And yes, there is
Yes,
a place
there
called
is.
Hometown. And we will show that to you on Soda Map real quick, just so you can see where it's
Okay.
located.
Yeah.
That's still being maintained, correct?
Oh, yes.
With
Yeah, it is.
basements included?
Yes. So it is to the east of Soultown. It is governed by Dallas, and he has actually enabled a ton of people to actually do the decorating. Like Justin from Clan of the Wolf, I think River is also doing that, as well as
A whole host of people. It's a ton of people who
yeah, a
have.
ton of people. Yeah,
But yes, for anybody who
access
wants
to
to
decorate
view
houses out there.
all the houses that are available in-game, if you take your boat to Ardoris and travel the road to the east, you go over to the east and you'll see Hometown Island hanging out to the east of Soultown. And you can go hang out in there, and well, you should see all sorts of decor, all sorts of basements. They're supposed to have one of everything at least inside of
One of
Hometown
everything.
for you there, Dead Spider. So great question from him out there at the audience, and thank you. And of course, we always
Yeah.
encourage everybody to come in, ask questions. No question is a stupid question. This is what we are here for. just to tell people about the game, because not everybody knows everything, and we have quite a bit of wealth of knowledge here.
Yes.
We spend
So
nothing but our days sitting here geeking over every little bit of it.
Doing nothing. Yeah, doing nothing. Yeah. Going back to Tracy and Laura Hickman and their Sojourner Tales, which is their latest role-playing game that they created. They have also, for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, they have turned around and redone everybody's favorite module from Dungeons & Dragons, which is Ravenloft.
Yes, I saw that.
And so,
Tracy was just in Miami this past weekend for Comic-Con down here, I believe it was. He spent the last weekend down here promoting all sorts of new stuff, and he was probably promoting that, but he just couldn't say it publicly yet. I don't know. Good question. But now we know it's out there.
Yeah.
And for all those... yeah, go ahead.
For the weird thing is, like, these rare items that are actually linked to other Kickstarter campaigns. This also includes the Razor Cloak, which is also supposed to be a very rare item that is not yet in-game. How are they actually going to tie the two together?
What do you mean, the Razor Cloak?
Like, how are they going to know that I backed Sojourner Tales or not?
Because they're sharing records, I'm sure.
I don't know if they are, though.
I mean, how are they going to? How's my jabbering Bertha going to work if they don't? They don't know whether I.
Yeah.
County Recorder, I think, has records.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious about how they're actually going to do that as far as, like, tech-wise goes.
Now, of course, I bought those items, but I did not pledge, so mine will never light up and glow. But I do have the items when they do come into the game.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know about the Razor Cloak. That's one I did not get.
Oh, you didn't know about the Razor Cloak?
No, I did not know that one.
Oh, yeah. So I might be one of, like, 50 people that has a Razor Cloak.
What is that?
It's a cloak with the Razor logo on it, I'm going to assume.
With the Razor logo on it.
Yeah. If you go out to... the Tower, the Shuttered Eye, that logo you see out there, the Razor logo. Razor keyboards.
Okay.
Yeah. Razor products.
Oh, Razor key. Okay. Got it.
Razor.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, you have to remember that logo is actually based off of the Silver Serpent from Lord British.
Now, Jack, I don't know about you, but I haven't been paying attention to the time. You know what time it is?
It is time to do
It's time to
our
wrap
favorite
this
calendar
puppy up.
I noticed. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I'm sitting here thinking, we got all the time in the world, and we do not. How we do if we really want it. I mean, we could take all the time in the world I want, and I'll adjust around it. But that's coming.
Turn this into a 3-hour broadcast.
Oh, that's
absolutely nothing where we're sitting there waiting.
That's coming down the pipe, my friend. I'm sure we're going to extend this show once we go live. At least I'd like to. I don't know how you feel about that, but we'll see. We have the capabilities to do it anyway we so please, but right now we keep it to an hour. So up on the screen, I do have today's calendar.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I don't see it.
So,
30-second delay,
guys
my
and
friend.
girls, remember, in order to access the calendar, you need to go to nbnn.info and click on the button that says calendar on there. All times on the calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we call it New Britannia time in game. So we're just going to, today is Tuesday, January 19th. It is 12:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let's see. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, Amber Rain is going to be taking over the airways on Avatar's Radio. Also, while you're listening to Avatar's Radio, you can go to the Pax Slayer Town Manager Hour and go hang out and Pax Lair with Sean Silverfoot and go visit some of the burrows of the Pax Lair. Currently, they've got Dragon's Watch, Tentakill, Lockbriar, Island of Wonders, Nowhere, Sea Nymph Grotto, and Serenity Isle.
Oh,
I'm
cool
really
name.
interested in going to the Sea Nymph Grotto because if there's sea nymphs, I'm interested.
I want to go nowhere.
You want to go to
Any
Nowhere?
kind of
I want to go nowhere. I
Yeah,
like
any
that
kind of
town
nymph
name.
from
I like
I'm
that.
game. Yep. Between 4 and 6 on Avatars Radio, we have DJ Eclipse Maiden at 6 p.m. Dr. DJ Selly's doing Faster and Louder. At 6 p.m., there is a roleplay social meeting with the Novian Academy where Kazan Phoenix Fire hangs out in Soul Town and works with newbies. So if you are new to Shroud of the Avatar and you need some help, you can always meet up in Soul Town with Kazan Phoenix Fire or his New Citizen Outreach. At 7 p.m., EVL Guild is actually hosting a dungeon run. They are going to be meeting in Owl's Head at the center of town near the trainer, so right in front of the NBNN studios. At 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio, DJ Lady Addie is going to be doing some 80s and more. And that wraps up all the events in Shroud of the Avatar for January 19th, 16.
Alrighty. And that's going to just
You good with
about
that,
wrap
Les?
it up. Yeah, I don't know. Am I?
Okay.
If I said no, what am I going to do about it?
So, okay, so
All right. We're going to say thank you to all our friends and listeners out there. Dead Spider out there, Dreadfully Despised, Led Zepp, Kendrick Darrow, all our folks who are listening at work on their radios, Justin, and we had, you said, new member to the ODE. Moira. Welcome to the
No,
world.
that's not the Order of Drunken Elders.
Oh.
That was the Clan of
Clan of the
Wolf.
Wolf. I'm sorry,
Or as
Clan
I
of the
call
Wolf.
them, the Cow.
The Clan of the
Yes.
Wolf is a new member. Welcome to the world. Here on January 19th, 2016. A future gamer. Be taking over moms and dads' accounts when they retire.
Yes, and thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to our sponsors. That's going to be Relics by Rild. Remember, if you're going shopping for Shroud of the Avatar swag, remember, you can get 10% off if you use the discount code NBNN. Thank you to Jacob White for sodamap.com. Thank you also to sodacraft.com for creating the excellent crafting site. And as well as my personal favorite, because it allows me to sell my gear and sell my
that
stuff
swag.
that I've bought.
You got some swag you want to get rid of? Yeah,
Yes.
go to Shroud
Yes.
Marketplace.
So that allows you to register as your own vendor, and you can sell whatever you want, and you can name your price.
Now,
So, thank
also
you
we
for
have
all of those guys.
our latest patron, Knickknack. Is Knickknack...
What did I forget?
well, our latest
Oh.
patron is Knickknack with Soda Taming, and Soda Taming is out there. And you'll see their ads pop up on our sponsor link, as well as in the NBNN Daily Britannian. So take a look out there. Knickknack's got all sorts of great taming information for those of you who aspire to tame creatures out there in Shroud of the Avatar.
Excellent.
Alrighty, and with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. This is Les,
This is Jack.
and we are NBNN. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment. Hopefully an update from Star along tomorrow and the next day. We'll be back tomorrow with more great stuff here in Shroud of the Avatar. Till then, thanks for watching, everybody. I love you, man. Thank you, baby. Love you. I love you too. You still can't have my Bud Light.